It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Cervisiam in Norway. And look at that can. Doesn't that look absolutely fantastic? It's called Krampus Imperial Christmas Stout. Coming in at 10% ABV. It's described as a Christmas stout that will abduct your palate and beat it with flavours of chocolate, orange, caramel and roasted malts. It's been brewed with lactose and oats to give it that kind of creamy kind of dense mouthfeel that we love with these styles of imperial stouts. Thank you very much to Helga for sending us the beer. Let's get it out into a glass and see what we get. Oh, filled to the top, just how we like it. Ho, 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 ho. Look at this. My goodness me, look at that beer. 2 to 3 finger, tan coloured head, jet black beer in the glass. Fantastic levels of carbonation rolling up the side of the glass. That looks absolutely fantastic. As I rock the beer back and forth, the carbonation is just chasing that head of the glass. Little bit of light. Really, can I call that a little bit of light? I don't think so. I'm going to call it jet black. There's no light bleeding. I'm looking for that light, but if I'm really kind of searching for that light, there's a touch there coming through the bottom. It's jet black. Let's get the aroma. Oh. Coconut, vanilla, oakiness, chocolate, coffee, caramel, orange. Touch of tobacco smoke. Get a little bit of oats in there as well. Little lactosey. It smells absolutely incredible. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh. Had to put that down. Stone the Crows! Stone the Crows were an absolutely fantastic beer. Chocolate, sweet chocolate, mixed with bitter chocolate, bitter dark chocolate, sweet caramel coming through. The coffee, the natural coffee flavours that are coming from the roasted malt is just absolutely tremendous. And it all mixes together, kind of. It's a bit like mixing cement. I've mixed enough of that stuff in my time. It's a bit like mixing cement, but you're mixing pure, thick flavours together. The caramel, the vanilla. It's a touch vinous on the back end. It's a touch of red wine quality on the back end. It's just plum and fig and prune. I could go on. And I will go on. Next year, I want to talk to you about the mouthfeel. That tremendous, thick, engine oil-like mouthfeel to the beer. It's the package. It puts it all together. It fits it all together into a nice, compact little kind of flavour profile. Because if you think about it, if you think of chocolate, milk chocolate, if you warm that milk chocolate up, it's not thin, it's thick and gloopy. If you think of if you go and pay £4 or £5 for a coffee, which a lot of us do these days, if you think of that coffee you've just paid for, it's got a great mouthfeel. It's thick, it's dense, it's kind of lactosey, of course, milky. And then of course the caramel. If you think of caramel, when you warm caramel up, it's almost as if you could put your fingers into a bowl of warm caramel, and the same as chocolate really. Put your hands in and it's just gloopy and thick. This is the reason why this style of beer is so dense and thick in the mouthfeel. It's like engine oil. It has to ride with those flavours that I just described to you. It has to work. And this works in abundance. But what's great about the beer, and I'm going to have another taste. I've been talking far too much. Oh, it's like cream. The oats. Think of warmed. You've had a pan of oats, yeah? I normally do my pan of oats in the morning with some milk. You think just how them oats, they just cream up, don't they? They get a big, thick, bold consistency about them. This is what's happening. This is the reason they've added oats to this beer. Is to thicken it up, is to gloop it up, if you like. But there's a nice level of carbonation, just to bring you all the way back and make you realise it's still a beer. There's a nice touch of carbonation just to push the beer around the inside of the mouth, in the inside of the palate, just to make you realise more of that flavour, more of that flavour profile. It's tremendous. There's words in my head that I just do not have in my vocabulary for this beer. As I'm talking now, right at the back end, I've mentioned it already, I mentioned it briefly, there's a red wine quality to the beer. It's a little fig, a little prune, a little plum, your dark fruits on the back end. Incredible, incredible beer. Let's rate it. I'd say for me, Cervisiam, I've had a few of their beers now. I actually recorded 2 beer reviews back in the summer while I was in Norway. For some reason, they didn't happen on my camera. I may have had a few beers and not pressed the record button properly. Didn't record them reviews, but I remember the beers being absolutely tremendous. I've had 2 Imperial Stouts now in the last month. The sublimely, what was it called? Obese, subliminally obese or something, Imperial Stout, and then this Krampus Imperial Christmas Stout, and they've both been absolutely tremendous beers. I would say this brewery is a brewery to look out for. This could be probably, without a shadow of a doubt really, Norway's top 3 breweries, without a shadow of a doubt. I reckon it's something in the UK that we should be looking to see more of. I reckon 2018 we might be seeing a lot more of this beer in the UK. But yeah, for me, I'm going to rate this at a stonking 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.